Hello, I'm Izzet Gullu. Today, we'll be diving into a very important topic, the psychological foundations of compulsions and panic attacks, which are common emotional disturbances. We all experience intrusive, repetitive thoughts or behaviors from time to time, but understanding what's happening in these moments and learning how to manage them is crucial. If you struggle with compulsive thoughts or panic attacks, this video could be really helpful for you. So, let's explore the home therapy for compulsions and how to address panic attacks. Let's get started. The home therapy for compulsion. Unlike obsession, compulsion involves repetitive behaviors or rituals. A person cannot feel at ease without extending the duration of certain behaviors, e.g., staying in the bathroom, or repeating them a certain number of times, e.g., washing their hands a specific number of times. People experiencing this problem are caught in a cycle of intense discomfort and seeking relief. As the discomfort increases, the pressure to find relief grows, and as this pressure increases, the search for relief intensifies. The actions they take to find relief only feed this issue. This problem works based on the principle of reinforcement and extinction. People do not want to experience intense discomfort. On the contrary, they act in the direction that the growing pressure pushes them toward, seeking relief as quickly as possible. Two primary emotions govern the mechanism of the issue here. The emotion of discomfort, the emotion of relief. The mechanism works as avoid discomfort, rush to relief. A cycle forms between these two emotions, continuously feeding the process. The feeling of discomfort creates intense internal pressure, forcing the person toward relief. Every action taken in the name of relief further feeds this issue. The person desires for the fire to go out, but unknowingly feeds it with the wood they throw into it. The reason these two emotions are so amplified and create pressure is the coding of the sector. By labeling a little discomfort as normal and too much discomfort as problematic, people learn to feel more disturbed by the discomfort they perceive as excessive. Remember the example of the mouse and the snake. If the weak mouse is large, it's a snake. When people see a large mouse, they fear it greatly because they perceive it as a snake. Look, the incorrect emotional coding in the sector enlarges the discomfort in both the mind and soul, creating intense avoidance and a search for relief. These two behaviors further fuel the process. First, we must change our exaggerated and incorrect perception of discomfort because the root of the problem lies here. When people exaggerate discomfort like this, it becomes almost impossible for them to avoid seeking relief. In this regard, and during any of our troubled times, it is important to frequently repeat this template, making it our general perception of discomfort and anxiety. Discomfort is an emotion. A little of it is emotion, and too much is also emotion. No discomfort is unbearable. Discomfort is the picture of the snake in the newspaper. Discomfort is not the snake. It's the picture of the snake. The snake in the newspaper won't bite. Now, I recognize my discomfort correctly, and I don't run from it. Oh, my discomfort, come whenever you like. Stay as long as you wish. Leave whenever you want. You are my ill-tempered, but kind-hearted guest. They've always misrepresented you to me. They showed me the mouse as the snake. I've been affected every time I saw a mouse, thinking it was a snake. Oh, my discomfort, you are my emotion. I respect you. I now respect all my emotions. I neither run from you, avoid you, nor fight with you anymore. Can a person fight with their emotion? Oh, my discomfort, welcome to my soul home. Stay as long as you wish, stay as you like. I am no longer a watchman in my brain and soul. My perception of discomfort changed with the obsession section. Our perception of discomfort transformed with the suggestion template. Thus, the intense pressure of discomfort and the search for relief inside us decreased. This created an appropriate emotional climate for reducing repetitive behaviors and taking steps in that direction. Muscle strength increased, conditioning loaded, and with warm-up exercises, our body warmed up. Thus we were ready to go on the field. Without making these preparations and without mentally and emotionally preparing individuals, It's unrealistic to tell them to get out of the bathroom in 10 minutes, wash their hands twice, go after it, etc. In short, what we will do regarding obsession and the transformation of our perception of discomfort in this section will prepare us to reduce repetitive behaviors and will make it possible to take the necessary steps to extinguish the fire. When people succeed in not doing what they do, and when they begin doing what they couldn't, this problem will begin to disappear. Panic attack, fear jump. The issue called panic attack is actually a fear jump problem. What makes the fear jump is not the presence of a disease, but faulty signals and the fear of fear itself caused by a perception problem. It is the misinterpretation of a series of symptoms that appear before or after the fear. The reason for this is our faulty coding and negative learning experiences from the past. A client once said to me, "Sir, it's not a panic attack issue, it's an ignorance issue. The brain is protecting us and we mistake it for a disease." Recently, someone shared on social media, "My therapist told me the brain's only job is to protect us and it doesn't care about our happiness." They viewed it as a technical piece of information, thinking it was valuable. They are copying it from somewhere, but they can't even do that correctly. In fact, the brain's primary job is not just to protect us. It has other duties, including making us happy. Has the therapist never heard of happiness hormones? Who is in charge of our mental health? Unfortunately, being called a therapist does not make someone a therapist. I always say, the field is full of so-called experts who can't even define psychology. People exaggerate psychology both as an experience and as a profession. Yes, the brain's primary job is to protect us. While doing this, it constantly follows is there a danger or not type signals. These signals reach the brain primarily through the perception channel. Therefore, sometimes wrong signals come, causing the brain to act unnecessarily. Even when there is no real danger, the brain responds to the faulty perception in the same way as it would to actual danger. This is why the problem is not the panic attack condition itself, but the perception. Panic attack is like the fire department responding when they hear the alarm bell. They don't know if the alarm rang, whether an alert came or not. They act when they hear it. The alert or signal might be wrong. Can we call this fire department issue a problem? If there is a problem here, it is not the fire department issue, but the issue of pressing the bell incorrectly/wrong alerting. Panic attack is not a disease. It's classified as a disorder in professional books. We say my mood is off, but has our mood gotten sick? No. Disorder actually means a change. So when we say our mood is off, it means our mood has changed. But panic attack is not even a disorder. Panic attack is simply the brain taking action to protect us due to faulty danger perception. Today, we've taken a deep dive into compulsions and panic attacks. Remember, our emotional states can be changed and managed with the right understanding and approach. These issues aren't diseases, but are caused by misperceptions and repetitive thought patterns. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you have any further questions on the topic, feel free to share them in the comments. Until the next video, I wish you healthy and peaceful days.